Have you ever set a goal? Maybe it was to lose weight, feel less sluggish in the morning, or have more energy to play with your kids, and then found yourself, after a long day, looking through the pantry for something sweet, and then the next thing you know, it's been 30 minutes and you're stuffed and you just know that you're gonna feel like crap tomorrow? Well, I found myself in that position over and over again. And in this video, I want to share one of the big key shifts that helped me to start changing and improving in my eating habits. And it starts by understanding where I was wrong in my thinking about this whole thing. So I was very aware of how these habits were affecting me, but the way I was thinking about the solution was completely wrong. I knew that in the moment, in the 15, 30 minutes maybe while I'm eating, it's like everything's great. My worries go away, the stresses of the day, not thinking about them, I can escape. Maybe it's not dealing with thinking about a hard day at work, dealing with financial struggles, lack of sleep. And it's like for that time, everything is just great. But then as soon as I'm done eating, I feel terribly guilty because I know how it's going to make things worse the next day, how it's going to make me feel. My sleep is going to be terrible. I'm going to wake up tired. I'm not going to have as much energy to just be with my family, play with my kids. I'm not going to be as emotionally there for my wife should I need to be. I'm not going to be as capable to do my job at work. I'm going to gain weight. Like the list goes on, right? And I knew all of this. Now we get to what was I thinking about solving this? What do I tell myself? Well, I tell myself, you need to be more disciplined, right? You need to just eat less at night. Just have a little snack and then be done. Right? Maybe you've told yourself this as well. And how does that typically go? Well, obviously it's not a great long-term solution. Maybe for a few nights, once you create this goal, you're able to stick to it. But never consistently. Maybe when you have a really bad night, you're very motivated the next day and you things go well. But again, it's not consistent. And that's because of the willpower, just by its nature, is not consistent. We can't rely on it. And so I had to take a step back and look at what was really going on to figure out how to make a change here. So I saw that there was a pattern here. Stresses built up during the day, whatever those were, financial, interpersonal, financial stresses. The night comes, I'm wanting relief, wanting to relax, and I have instant access to things like food, treats, sweets that are going to bring me relief, allow me to escape mentally from all those stresses. But of course, once that's finished, I'm feeling guilty, things get worse, stressors build up even more, and the cycle repeats. And so when I actually looked at this pattern, it became clear why it was so hard to break these habits. Number one, it was an easy way to cope with hard things during the day, with stress, anxiety, whatever negative emotion I was feeling, because I could instantly have access within 15 seconds. My brain didn't have time to think about how it's going to make me feel the next day. I didn't think through what are the consequences of this, even though, afterwards the next day it's very clear. It's just too easy to reach for that and to shut off our brain. So I realized I needed to break this cycle somewhere. And there's two kind of main areas where we can do that. Number one is in the relief area, figuring out how we can get relief in healthier, more sustainable ways, how we can manage that stress. And I've talked about that a bit in other videos, and we'll definitely do more in future videos. In this video, I wanted to focus more on that access piece, because that plays a big role. Even if we have another plan of how to unwind or relax or deal with stress, if we have such easy access, it can still be hard to have good eating habits. So I want to give you a few questions to ask yourself, to think about how we can put some time and distance between us and these addictive foods that we don't want to eat as much at night. So we can ask ourselves, how can I make this thing harder to get to, where it takes at least 30 seconds to get to? Because the more effort it takes to get to that thing, you can put it anywhere in the house. Maybe it's in the garage, maybe it's in a closet, in another room somewhere. It's going to give our brain more time to think about what we really want to do. Give us more time to think about, okay, maybe I can relax in another way. Maybe I don't want to feel like crap tomorrow. And it sounds simple, but this has made a big difference for me if I can't get rid of the food. So that's actually the first thing you want to ask yourself. Can you actually just get rid of this food from your home? And that brings up another question in talking to people that you live with. What food can we buy? What healthy food could we replace the unhealthy food with? And what maybe addictive food can we not buy? Can we not bring into the home? Because if we have to order DoorDash, if we have to go to the grocery store, we're going to be much less likely to do that. We're going to be more likely to eat something healthier if we have access to it, easy access to it. And this piece about talking to our family, maybe it's our spouse, this also brings in an element of accountability. That's going to make things even easier if we can actually be on the same page about our goals with someone, if they know, what we're trying to do, how it affects us. They can help us stick to those goals. And so, just to summarize, there's this pattern that makes us really vulnerable to addictive food at night. And the answer for me was not to tell myself to just be more disciplined, to just eat less, but it was actually to change my environment, to look at how I can find relief in healthier ways, to create a system of accountability. And this has really helped me to make long-term changes and improvements. Now, if you're looking to maybe get some accountability or just talk about your environment or habits, I would love to chat with you. And you can click the link in the description to pick a time for that. I'd love to help you out. Otherwise, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.